A big riser in the pre-draft process this year was Bilal Coulibaly, a teammate of Victor Wembanyama on Metropolitan's 92 in France last season. The 18-year-old, who's 6'6", at least according to the most recent listing, and 195 pounds, was selected 7th overall in the 2023 draft. The Pacers technically selected him, but his draft rights were immediately traded to the Wizards. In 4 Summer League games, he averaged 12.3 points, 4.8 rebounds, 2.0 assists, 0.5 steals, and 2.3 blocks per game. It's hard to tell whether Coulibaly was drafted much higher than originally projected, out of fear that he would ultimately ascend above the more well-known prospects, or if he truly did show enough signs with his pro team in France to warrant being such a high pick. No matter what side of the fence you're on as far as your opinion of him, here's what we saw in Summer League. Now, he only shot 40.5% overall from the field on 42 attempts and 18.2% from three-point range on 11 attempts, but there were areas offensively he excelled at. Topping that list is his transition play. This is someone who seems to love to get out into the open floor and play at a fast tempo. Just watching these clips, you can see how electric he can be scoring off turnovers and on fast breaks. 6 of his made shots were in transition. Another thing that stood out was that he finishes with authority. 5 of his 17 made shots were dunks. Playing off the ball, he's a very good cutter, often sneaking away from defenders to score at the basket. Here's a nice backdoor cut he made against Indiana. He doesn't have the tightest ball handling in the world, and I don't really see a ton of creativity, but he has a pretty quick first step and can blow past his defenders in either direction, although from a finishing standpoint, he definitely favors the right hand. Also impressive is his ability to take some contact. He took 19 free throws and had 2 and-1s. Jump shooting is clearly his biggest weakness. He made just 2 of his 11 three-point attempts, and he knocked down just 1 mid-range shot. That one mid-range jumper, though, was his most memorable shot of Summer League. It was this dagger step-back jumper from the baseline with 6.1 seconds left against the Celtics that put the Wizards up 5. Several of his misses were way off, which makes me wonder if he just doesn't have great touch. I mentioned earlier that he doesn't show much creativity off the dribble, and I feel like this makes it easier for defenders to forecast his moves and easily determine where the shots will be coming from. He got blocked a few times when he attacked the basket. An underrated feature of his game is his passing. I feel like his basketball IQ at his age is pretty advanced. These plays really highlight that and tell me he's capable of orchestrating when he gets into the paint. Defensively, he looks very impressive. Now, he's only listed at 6'6", but he has a 7'2" wingspan. At his size, he's an extremely good shot blocker. He had 9 blocks at Summer League, which was tied for 7th most, and it was 2nd most among players who appeared in fewer than 5 games. His timing is impeccable. He blocked a couple dunk attempts, which you don't usually see from guys his height. On a more general level, his isolation defense is supreme. He moves his feet extremely well and stays patient before making good contests. This play guarding Ousmane Dieng really accentuates that. He's got really active hands too. I expect him to accumulate a lot of deflections. As far as player comps, I feel like Jonathan Kuminga and OG Anunoby are pretty good ones as far as being athletic wings who thrive in transition and move well without the ball going toward the basket. And then obviously the defensive potential is similar as well. I do think there's a little bit of Frank Ntilikina in Coulibaly, just in the way he moves with the ball in pick and roll and navigates the floor searching for shots. I realize that's not necessarily a favorable comp considering Ntilikina struggled in the NBA, but Coulibaly is more athletic, agile, and longer, so that clearly gives him more advantages. Of course, the hope for Washington is that he blossoms into a far better shot creator and playmaker, where he can initiate more of the offense and be a far more potent scorer. It'll be interesting to see how much opportunity he gets early in his career playing alongside Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma, who are going to have the ball in their hands a ton. So that'll wrap up this video. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe.